This is a UPS. And just in case you don't know, the acronym UPS stands for Uninterruptible Power Supply. The function of this device is to provide your computer with backup power after a power outage. In other words, it's just a device with a battery in it which allows your computer to keep running after a power outage, giving you enough time to save and finalize your projects. It also protects your computer components from getting damaged by power surges and other electrical malfunctions. So if you have a desktop, it's very essential for you to have one of these. Trust me, it's important. This is my hard drive, or let me say this was my hard drive that I've had files stored on since 2018. And just like that, it was destroyed because of a power outage. A normal person would have seen this as a sign and gone to get a UPS immediately. But my stubbornness took the better of me. Plus, I also didn't want to spend any extra money. So I kept using my computer like nothing happened. And guess what? My motherboard got fried. Bruh. So now I have to buy a new hard drive, a new motherboard, and the UPS that I was refusing to buy. And it's not like I even had the money to spend. All this would have been avoided if I just got a UPS for my computer. If you're using a desktop and you don't have a UPS, go get one right now before the same thing happens to you. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching. And what do you mean they're small? Oh yeah, they're small. Well, come to think of it, you can't just walk into a shop and tell them, hey, please, I want to get a UPS, and they'll just give it to you and you're on your way. It's not that simple. There are a couple of things you need to take note of before buying a UPS. The first is that most UPSs are measured in VA, that is volt amps. And the higher the VA of the UPS, the more power it can handle. Right here is the Mercury Maverick 850, and it's an 850 VA UPS, which is what I use for my desktop at the moment. This UPS can handle up to 510 watts of power. Speaking of watts, note that watts and VA are two different things. So before you buy a UPS, make sure you know the maximum wattage your computer consumes and also the maximum wattage the UPS you want to buy can handle. Most UPSs have their wattage alongside the VA indicated on their product packaging and also among the spec list provided on the product websites and online stores like Jumia. So speaking of Jumia, that's where I got my UPS, so I'll be leaving a link below just in case you are interested in getting one for yourself. And by the way, if you've reached this far in the video and you're enjoying it, it will really help me a lot if you subscribe to my channel. It's absolutely free and you don't have to pay anything. Okay, so back to the video. One thing too you should know is that after getting the UPS, it's really important for you to try your absolute best to put less load as possible on it. Let me use my case as an example. As I said earlier on, my UPS can handle up to about 510 watts of power. And my desktop is about 320 watts, leaving about 190 watts of power for my other components like my monitors and speakers. But here's what I did. I only connected my desktop and my 45 watts main monitor to the UPS, leaving my 32 watt speakers and my second monitor. Here's why I did that. Normally, I would have just connected my whole setup to the UPS and it would have run just fine. But the reason why I did that was to prolong the running time of the UPS, so that I can get more time to finish my work in the event of a power outage. And also note that UPSs, especially the cheaper ones like this, are only meant to be used as a backup option. So I'll not advise you to connect any unnecessary device or appliance to it. But you should only connect the ones you are desperately going to need to use in the event of a power outage or failure. Now that all of that is out of the way, let me give you a quick walkthrough on how the UPS works. So immediately you take the UPS out of the box, you have to charge it first before using it. The required charging time varies depending on the capacity of the UPS, and it's mostly indicated on the box or in the user manual. And as for me, I left mine on charge for almost a full day, and after that I started using it. One thing to know is that in most UPSs there are 3 LED indicators, and each of them have their various meanings. If the first one with this sign is on, it means your battery is probably weak or there is a fault with the UPS. And if this one is on, it means that the battery is charging. And last but not least, this one means that the UPS is receiving alternating current, which is the electricity coming from your socket. So when there is a power outage or failure, the UPS instantly switches to battery mode. During this mode, there is a beeping alarm which constantly beeps, reminding you that you are still running on battery, just like this. And one thing you also have to take note of is that if you are running on AC power and you are still hearing these continuous beeps, it just means that you've overloaded the UPS and you have to unplug some of the devices connected. Well, that's all for real this time, and I hope after watching this video you consider getting a UPS for your setup. So as I said earlier on, I'll be leaving all the links for UPSs I think you can get in the description, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Anyway, if this video was helpful, please don't forget to like and leave a comment if you have any thoughts or questions in relation to the video. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Nerdizone out.